Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is the first episode of the LARP Life. My name is Godric Gray, joined here by some good friends, Lao Tzu and Atreides. The LARP Life is going to be a, hopefully, fairly regular show where we talk about things Amtgard, Dagorhir, and just LARP in general. So this first episode, we're going to spend some time just having a conversation, introducing ourselves so you guys can get to know us a little bit. But before we jump into that, how are you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. It's snowing out, so that's pretty nasty. The drive over here was not fun.
How much snow did we end up getting? Was it 2 inches?
Yeah, ish.
That much?
I believe so.
It was nasty downtown. It was sloppy.
And for those of you who don't know, we are in the state of Kentucky, so 2 inches of snow is a lot of snow down here.
No joke.
So yeah, I didn't even realize it was going to snow. I woke up this morning and just looked out the window. I was like, oh dang. Yeah,
I didn't either.
Wasn't too bad. So, alright, so as we begin, kind of start with a basic, easy question. Lao Tzu, how'd you find LARP? How long have you been doing it? How'd you find out about it?
Let's see. I want to say I started in 2016. Is that when the GG started?
Either that or the end of 2015 maybe.
It would have been then, because I remember it being really cold. My buddy Clyde Dixby, he got me involved with it. I miss him dearly. He's fine, he just doesn't show up anymore.
He's not dead.
Not dead. But I don't know, we were on UK's club Shaolin team, and we wanted to kind of continue that with some sort of competitive physical activity. So we looked into different LARPs, both Amtgard, Dag, and whatever else we could find online, and we knew some people that played Amtgard in town, and it's whenever the Grim Garrison was starting, so we just kind of showed up, had a lot of fun, played for a couple months, and actually quit going for about a year, but then started back up again. And
You said 2016?
Something like that.
Something around there?
Yeah. But after that kind of year break, we've been going hard ever since.
Cool. What about you, Atreides?
I've been playing since I think about 6 months after you.
Yep.
I didn't realize you started before him.
Yeah, well, he was in the GAT.
Yeah.
Okay. So really, he's definitely been more consistent for longer than I had, because I was gone.
My buddy Adam tried to get me to come out for about 6 months, and I thought LARPing was really dumb because I believed all the tropes about it. And he poked me enough that I finally tried it, and now I play 3 times a week. And have for 4 years.
Yeah.
So.
See, I was kind of the same way with the tropes thing as well. So I started swinging, me and my friends, we just found a video online of someone essentially making Amtgard weapons. But on YouTube, we made our own and just fought each other in the common area of our dorms. And that was probably 2010-ish, 2011. And, but we always told everybody, no, we're not doing that like crazy. We're not throwing beanbags at each other, with lightning bolt, stuff like that.
Little did you know.
I know. So it started off for me at least as the combat side of it. And we were just, I made, my first weapon I ever made was a flail. It was just a solid wood stake with 2 foot of nylon rope with a tennis ball on the end of it. It was rough. But we had a blast. So then I think 2011 was my first time playing Amtgard. I got graduated 2014 and really started playing for real after that. I think started DAG 2015 and then recently doing the SCA last year or so.
Right.
You Amtgard only?
Yep, Amtgard only.
I know you've done a little bit of FCA. Have you done anything else?
I know. Bit of DAG.
Bit of DAG?
Yeah.
So I guess we can clarify that. Amtgard is all 3 of our main game. Dagorhir and Belagarth are another foam fighting game. They're kind of cousins of what we do. I do that fairly regularly. Atreides says he's done it a few times. You've played once or twice.
Once or twice, but not a ton.
And then when we say the SCA, that's the Society of Creative Anachronism. They're kind of the hardcore big brothers of what we do. I'm really enjoying that. You've done it a little bit. Hurts a heck of a lot more, but there's...
but is it LARPing?
Yes.
How many people did we just lose?
Yeah.
They're not here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes.
It is. They are picking up a persona with another name, another background, as they hit each other with sticks. It is LARPing.
Yep, we can't show up now.
Nah, I bet you it's probably pretty split on if you ask SCAers, are they LARPers or not. I bet you'd get quite a few that would say yes.
Probably.
And the ones that say no just don't want to be associated with the tropes that we were talking about, the lightning bolt, you know, and that type of stuff, you know. But They are. I mean,
Yep.
they're pulling another persona
Yeah.
and fighting.
I think if DAG counts, then the SCA counts.
Yeah, I think so.
For sure.
Yeah. So we'll have episodes later on about some of the differences in these games. But just as a beginning, that's kind of the games that we have experience in. But with Amtgard being our main one, Atreides, you want to start? What's your specialty in this game? Why should people listen to you when you talk about who you are, or your opinions in this game?
I don't know that they should.
Stole my joke.
I'm a master rose, so when it comes to service, I have run 3 different events for the Rising Winds from the top level down. I've been a Cleanocratic Keep in 2018, so I've just kind of been there and done it.
Yeah. So Rising Winds is our kingdom based out of the Midwest. So he's Kratted, which has been in charge of multiple events there. Keep, which is the largest event in our game, pulls about 1,000 people, give or take. So just, I'm going to pause this as we go so we can explain. He said GG earlier. That's the Grim Garrison. That's our local park.
Yeah.
So we'll try and forego our jargon as we go.
Yeah.
So, no worries. So Master Rose.
Yep.
Been playing for 4 years now.
Yeah.
Cool. Lapsu?
So I'm a little bit more on the crafting side of things, and not, I guess, I would say the most common crafting side of things, because I cannot paint, I can't draw, can't sing, can't do any of that. Like, I'm really bad on the art side of things, but I like to build things. Yeah, so, like, my probably biggest hobby kind of thing, actually what I want to do eventually is carpentry and different woodworking. So I've made, I think, 3 different siege weapons, and might have one coming in March for a March event, so we'll see how that goes. And at this point, I'm a little bit shoehorned in on like making the chest for knightings. So it could be anywhere from a normal chest, which might be 3 feet by 2 feet by 1, or you could have KO's big boy chest, which is
can fit a person.
can fit many people. Our mutual friend who's TV, who's really small, we can probably fit about 4 or 5 TVs in there, maybe. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure York took a nap in the chest at Keep.
Yeah.
So that was a big guy. It was something like 4 feet by like 3 feet by, I don't know, maybe 2.5 feet. So doing stuff like that and just general carpentry. So that's kind of what I've done, and a little bit of set building in there. But other than that,
you do some prop
built
stuff
the
too.
thrones too.
yes, all right, yeah, I've made a couple thrones.
Yeah.
I was thinking your Phoenix.
Yeah.
The prop building.
That was dank. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was actually really the first time I'd ever gotten into kind of like, let's take an idea, in this case it was a phoenix,
right.
Dark Phoenix, and figure out a way to do it. So I was like, how do they do it in like the parades and stuff like that? Well, they get chicken wire. What do they fill it in with? I don't know, but I have spray foam, so that's what I'm going to use. So I just had a skeleton of like chicken wire in there, and I just put spray foam on it and carved it. I don't like that. Add a little bit more, carved it some more, and then painted it, and just kind of went with it.
And that wasn't right. That wasn't just a prop. It like also worked. You could fire.
Yeah, the jaw opened up. It could look in different directions, and I could shoot game of balls, little thrown weapons out of its mouth. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. I only domed one person, and he deserved it. No, I'm joking.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned not being like you're trying to pursue the highest level awards for the arts and science, but not being artsy. That's the same way with me. So I have the Master Dragon, which is the highest arts and science, the artsy award.
Yeah.
I can't draw to save my life. I can't paint to save my life. I can't, I got mine for like weaving belts and doing things like that, and some other stuff as well. But I can't, like, I have the art award, but I can't draw stick figures very well. Like, it's so funny how that worked.
I guess you just get used to it, because, like, I don't know. At this point, I'm pretty comfortable about, like, doing inlay work and, like, hardwoods and things like that. And that can be absolutely beautiful, but, like, kind of we were saying, if it comes down to drawing anything, like, I'm going to be the worst.
If I have to do anything that I can't make perfect on a computer first and then print out a stencil, I struggle.
Man, I struggle with that, though. So, like, by trade, I'm an engineer, and I'm stuck in a cube farm and sit behind a computer all day. So, when it comes down to the woodworking stuff, like I hate incorporating computers or anything like that. If it's not done by hand, I'm probably not going to do it. Which is kind of interesting because it's just like the different side of things. And you think like having that sort of technical background, I was like, oh yeah, I'll route everything out, it'll be perfect. It's like, let's take a chisel.
I've like I think it was my seventh dragon was for digital awards in Illustrator, Photoshop, stuff like that. And so I can do that stuff well, but if you give me a pen and paper, I can't do anything.
Well, I think you actually made one for the both of us, and Josh didn't get his.
No, he did.
I did later, yes.
Yeah, he did.
There was just a tragic thing with the first.
I broke the first one.
Yeah.
But no, he did. He got another one. I glass etched the second one instead of
that's
vinyl.
pretty cool.
So it was.
And I should know. I do actually have on one of your belts.
Oh yeah, you do.
Now, yeah.
Hey, so do I.
Hey.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, this is an old one.
Yeah. So outside of LARPing, outside of Amtgard, what are some of the other nerdy hobbies that you have?
I play a lot of video games. Right now I'm playing Ark. I play D&D. I don't play D&D. I play PF, to be clear.
Yeah.
Which is a better version.
Pathfinder for
Yeah,
those.
same.
Or Bam. I'm a DJ by trade, and I'm kind of a nerd about that.
Sound tech and.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
What about you?
Also play Pathfinder. We actually recently got a pretty neat setup where we actually have a projector that hits a mirror at a 45-degree angle on the ceiling and just comes down onto the table.
I saw that. It's amazing.
It's so nice because
Yeah.
there's no more mats or anything like that. You just put it on the table. So that's a big upgrade. But I don't know. I've gotten away from some of the more nerdy hobbies. Like I used to play games and things like that, and a lot more board games. But at this point, whenever I have spare time, I actually just try to be out in the workshop, like in doing something with wood.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of a little bit antiquated in its own right. So it's a different kind of hobby, but honestly, it's still in the scope of kind of what we care about.
Yeah, for sure. So Dungeons and Dragons was kind of my entry point to all of Amtgard, all of the LARP stuff. I love Dungeons and Dragons. 3.5 is still my all-time favorite.
Sounds like you should play
I
Pathfinder.
know. Well, we're playing
3.75.
It really is though.
We're playing 5 right now, and it's all right. I like 5. 5's pretty fun.
It's decent.
Yeah. My favorite though is probably Fantasy Flight's Star Wars mechanics. Have you played that?
I've heard of it, but I haven't
So
played it yet.
good. It's all experience by, so
Yeah.
you can spend your experience on your skills, your feats, your life, it's all experience based.
Okay.
I love it. It's great. Big video gamer as well. League of Legends is probably my favorite. I think I told you I just hit Diamond in Teamfight Tactics 2, which I was pretty excited about.
Way to drop it.
I know. Hey, I've been so
Humble
bad.
brag.
I've been so bad at League of Legends for 10 years now that they released another game that I'm good at. I'm like, all right, we're doing it. Yeah, it was fun. Other than that, I guess I'm a history nerd. I love the research side of the SCA in particular, and this specific culture from this specific time frame. So I nerd out about that type of stuff. But I don't think I have that many nerdy hobbies. I wonder if we polled how many LARPers play D&D. What do you think that percentage
I'd say
is?
about 75, 80.
Yeah, I'd say pretty dang high.
And if you include want to in there, it's going to be like 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or those who hate it now. They played it once and had a bad experience. Like, all right, I quit. I'm done.
Yeah.
So, LARPing as a whole, we love it. One of our favorite hobbies. Multiple times a week, most of the time that we play. We love it. What's so great about it? Someone who's never played before, you're trying to get them to come out and play with your local group. How do you convince them? What do you say to get them that sets the hook?
I think that we all have a bit of angst, and there's nothing more cathartic than hitting a person with a stick and them not being angry about it. At least at the GG, we're kind of a family. We're very close.
That's the Grim Garrison. That's our local group. It's all right.
How dare you?
I guess we can say that too. Our local group, located in Lexington, Kentucky, we are the barony of the Grim Garrison. I think 30 people a week, give or take. We're a part of the Kingdom of the Rising Winds, which is the Midwest kingdom about, don't know, 2,500 people, 2,000 people, something like that.
It's big.
Yeah.
In the overall game of Amtgard. So just kind of a scope of the main game that we play.
Yeah. I think that our park in specific has a lot of like brotherhood. We're very, very close. We try to support each other. We go out and have dinner and stuff. So it's a place to be, and it's also a fun skill set.
Yeah, for sure.
Active.
Yeah. I can think of a couple things. Of course, everything you said, great. Like, it's fun to be physical. I mean, it's fun to have fun in a safe way. Like, you're not, like, everything has to be inspected, everything's going to be safe, and that's great. But to build off of that, I would also say, if it's something that is any interest to you, like, it sounds neat, everyone that you're going to meet there is going to be similar to you in some way. Like, it is a great hub of people who have a similar interest to you, and like that's honestly why I stay. Like if it was just the exclusively the combat side and there was nothing else to it, I probably still wouldn't be here. But the community is what keeps me going, because my best friends are here, and on top of that, it also is good about encouraging the development of certain skills. Like kind of getting into like talking about the nerdy thing. Like I've idolized Michael Carpenter from the Dresden Files series, which I'm sure a ton of people do. And through LARPing, I've had a reason to learn to be a carpenter. And learn to do the woodworking stuff and like invest in that, invest time, and have a reason to do it and give it to people, which is great. And I love every second of it. So it gives you a reason to develop the skills that you always thought were cool. Like a lot of people are like, oh man, leatherworking would be so cool, or
archery, or
blacksmithing, or something like that. It'd be so neat to kind of do those sort of things. Like, well, now you have a reason. Like, and you're gonna have people backing you up, and an experience base of tons of people to back you up on those sort of things. So, like, if even the idea sounds great to somebody, like, oh, that sounds neat, that means whenever you join, you're going to be supported by people that are like you and are going to be of a similar mindset.
Yeah, for sure. One of the main things I would always tell somebody is if you get bored in LARP, it's because you're a boring person. Like there is so much to do.
I gotta see my way out.
Well, there are so many different aspects, so many different rabbit trails, so many different things that you can learn about. And I pride myself on being a continual learner. And there are so many things to learn historically, crafting wise. I mean, you go into my craft room at the house, and there are 50 different half-made projects where I learned a specific skill that I would not have learned if it weren't for LARPing. And so if you like to learn new things, I think this is a great place to do it there. So I think that's going to be a good spot to wrap up this first episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and comment down below. That really helps out the channel. Next episode is going to be a fun one. It's going to be the things that we enjoy the most about LARPing. So kind of taking that last little third of the conversation and expanding on it. So please make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Now let's make sure the camera didn't shut off.
Oh no.